Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. For those of you all who are new, welcome in. My name is Melissa and I'm so excited to introduce to you all a new series here on my channel at Tarot by Melissa, the 14 Days of Love videos. So in this series, what I'm gonna be doing is uploading one love-related video per day leading up until Valentine's Day. I hope that you guys enjoy. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for joining me here today for another Pick a Card video. For those of you guys who are new to my channel, welcome in. My name is Melissa, and for today's video, we are going to be digging into your February 2021 love life prediction. So in this video, we're going to get some details about what's happening in your love life this month, what people of significance, what energies of significance are you guys moving through, what situations are coming up, all the details, all the tea. So if that's something you guys want to dig into, I would definitely recommend watching this video. Couple of disclaimers, you guys. Number one, these readings are general in nature, so there may be some messages that resonate with you super specifically while others do not. Just take what resonates with you and leave behind anything that doesn't. If you guys are interested in booking a personal reading, you can do that using the details in the description box down below. Personal reading is going to always give you a much more accurate snapshot of your specific energy and what's happening with you, okay? Second disclaimer, you guys, these predictive readings and any predictive reading that I'm doing on my channel are not set in stone because everybody involved has free will. So you guys have free will. If there's any people coming up in your love life this month, they also have free will, right? So the future can change depending on the actions that we decide to take and what energy we are embodying. So just keep that in mind. If you guys choose one of these piles and you're not loving something you're seeing predicted out for you, don't feel like you're tied into that energy. You guys have free will and can always switch up your actions, switch up your energy, and you will manifest something totally different. All right, so without further ado, let's go ahead and get into our card selections. So starting here on the left, we have pile 1, which is a pink Himalayan salt. Pile 2 is this malachite egg. Pile 3, we have this amethyst cluster. And then pile 4, we have the rose quartz chunk. So let's go ahead, take a deep breath. Think about your love life in the month of February. Think about what's coming in for you. And whenever you guys are ready, go ahead and choose the card or crystal you're feeling the most intuitively guided to choose. Timestamps for your card selection will be linked in the description box down below. Hey there, pile number 1. So if you guys selected the pink Himalayan salt crystal, let's go ahead and see what is coming through for you guys in your love life this month. And as always, we're going to be starting off with your tarot cards. Okay, I guess we'll put this over here. Sorry, you guys. As you know, if you watch my videos, I'm very OCD about certain things. All right, so pile 1. So we start off here with the 6 of Cups reversed. We have the Chariot reversed, and then we also have the 7 of Wands reversed. Very interesting energy, lots of reversals. This doesn't mean anything bad necessarily, but let's see. Like the overall thing that I'm kind of picking up on for you guys, pile 1 so far, just initially, all your cards coming up here are reversed. So sometimes what this can indicate is that there's some sort of a blockage going on with a specific area of life, right? So in this case, we're specifically reading in on your love life. And I'm sensing that right off the bat, the month of February, you guys might be moving through some blockages or be fighting some blockages in energy as it pertains to love. So we do start off your month here with the 6 of Cups in the reverse. So 6 of Cups has to do with things that we're comfortable with. So for some of you guys, you may be kicking off the month in a relationship with someone that you've been with for a long time, that you're very comfortable with. This can also have to do with somebody from your past returning to your life, but in general, the 6 of Cups really talks about those really comfortable soulmate, soul level connections. But with this being here reversed, this is telling me that we're trying to maybe move away from that energy. So for some of you guys, if you are in a relationship, I'm kind of getting the vibe that you're wanting to like switch things up or change things up or kind of just like get out of your comfort zone a little bit with this person. If you guys are single, then I could see this being about walking away from old patterns in our lives, old patterns in relationships that are no longer serving you. So take what resonates for you, whether you're single in a relationship. Really what this has to do with is us trying to like get out of our comfort zone. Now, as we move here to the middle of your month, we do have the Chariot card, but it's in reverse. So when I'm seeing the Chariot reverse, and then especially because we have such a strong card like Seven of Wands next to it in reverse, both sevens, very spiritual numbers. So I'm definitely getting the sense that you guys are kind of like ascending, going through some sort of a challenge this month in your love life that's going to help you sort of evolve more on a spiritual level, help you kind of level up your love life, if that makes sense. There's a lesson in this month for you is what I'm getting at. But Chariot energy has to do with really charging forward. You can see here, you guys, in this card, this is a very powerful energy. This is about charging ahead. This is about really being hyper-focused and having a clear direction on where we're going. And I'm seeing here that as we're leaving behind the things that are no longer comfortable, or leaving behind the things that are kind of our comfort zone, we're moving to the middle of the month and we don't really have a lot of direction that we're going in. So whether you guys are staying in a connection, trying to switch things up and try something new, or whether you're single, this is very scattered energy. This is like, I don't know where I'm going. I don't know what I want to do. I'm not pinpointing or targeting the direction that I need to go. There's a lot of distractions also is kind of what I'm picking up on with this. So it's like, even if you're starting off with the best of intentions here to try to like, you know, spice up a relationship or spice up a connection, it's like there's a lot of distracted energy coming through here in the middle of your month that's preventing you from doing so. And then we end here with the Seven of Wands reverse. So Seven of Wands is all about having your guard up. You can see here it has defense mechanism here. We have this polar bear with his guard up, right? And so sometimes this can be a very defensive sort of energy. This is when we're really fighting for something. We're really trying to like push an agenda for some of us. But because it's coming up here in reverse again, this is very much giving me the energy of like the Chariot, of just like kind of giving up or kind of saying, no, like I don't want to exert all of this energy into this right now. So you guys are definitely moving through some changes in your love life this month, whether you're single or in a relationship. I see you guys really striving to kind of move out of a comfort zone, leave something from the past in the past, but as you're moving forward, it's like there's not a lot of clear direction of what we want to do. It's almost like by the end of the month for some of you guys, I'm almost getting the impression that you're like just giving up or wanting to just like not put any effort into anything that you're going to have to really force. Do you get what I'm saying? So let's see what else comes through. So you guys have the message here of teasing. And then we have the message of staying in. I love this energy for you guys. So with teasing, this is about having just like a lighthearted connection. This is about just something very airy, fun, light, effortless. This is not something where we're putting a ton of effort into something. So maybe part of the changes that you guys are trying to make if you are in a relationship this month is about just kind of bringing some of that fun, lighthearted energy back into the situation. For others of you guys, I just kind of see this as like this Six of Cups reverse energy of like, you know, again, you're leaving behind old patterns and old connections from the past. One thing that I'm noticing here is that the flowers here, this rose is actually wilting, it's dying. So I do kind of feel intuitively for a lot of you guys who are single, like this is about letting an old connection die finally, or just letting an old pattern in your love life die. But it's almost like there's still this light, airy energy around it where you're just not taking it too seriously. Do you get what I'm saying? Maybe there's still a little bit of flirtation that you guys are keeping with the person from your past or something like that. Maybe some fun times coming through, but it's not like something that you're super seriously hyper-focused on, which would make sense here with that Chariot of being kind of scattered. Now, you guys are ending the month here with staying in. So this is all about just kind of taking some time to yourself. Makes a lot of sense here with that Seven of Wands being reversed, because this is just about like giving up, not wanting to put a lot of effort into something or not wanting to force a connection, if that makes sense. So if you guys are single, I definitely see you guys ending the month kind of like taking your time to just be by yourself and just like do what makes you personally happy. If you guys are in a connection, I definitely see this as you taking a little bit of a break from your partner, because it's like, this isn't going anywhere. I don't want to force it. So let me just take some time to myself to take, like it says here, a mental vacation, which is so cute. Okay, so we have the pendulum. We have yes or no. So there is a little bit of indecision that I'm detecting here, pile one, as it pertains to the situation in your love life this month. Kind of makes sense, because when we're trying to like shake things up or move away from comfortable energies that we're really kind of set in, it can definitely be hard to kind of figure out like what direction we want to go. And that's kind of coming through here again with that Chariot card. So definitely indecisive energy, trying to kind of figure out what's the best way for you guys to move forward in your love life. We also have the message of songs, information. So maybe you and a partner really connect through music. Something else when I see songs coming through is as you guys are spending this time by yourself at the end of the month, maybe you guys are really channeling music or listening to a lot of music, and you're receiving messages about your love life through music. One of my favorite things to do, you guys, is like listen to music, and there'll be times when I'm listening to a song and like some sort of a lyric comes through and it just really hits me, and it's like, wow, that really resonates with what I'm going through right now. So pay attention this month as you're going through your love life to the music that you're hearing, because I'm feeling like information is being delivered to you through music. So, like messages that you guys need to hear about your love life are coming through in song form, okay? And I think too, like this card is showing us like a heart. So think of music that really resonates with your heart, your soul, your emotions. I feel like those are the type of songs that you want to be tapping into to receive messages. So like whatever genre that is for you, that's what you need to be listening to, okay? So we have honesty is essential. Speak with love and truth. So yeah, you guys, this is interesting here because someone here is wearing a mask. And so I kind of think that as you guys are wanting to like shake things up in your love life, if you are with someone here at the beginning of the month, you guys have to be really honest with your partner about what it is that you're looking for. You got to be honest with them about how you're feeling, even if it is just saying, listen, love, like, I love you, but I just need some time by myself. You have to ask for what you need and be honest about why you're asking for that, because if you guys just kind of switch up your energy and your partner is not understanding like why you're doing it, that can definitely create a lot of friction. So you guys are definitely being guided to speak your truth. And the same thing too, if you guys are single and dealing with partners, whatever it is that you're needing, whether it's to just be by yourself or whatever, you need to be able to speak up in a loving manner and just let people know truthfully how you're feeling. I'm kind of getting a vibe here from this card. The feminine has her back turned on the masculine energy here. I don't know why I'm feeling like maybe a lot of you guys watching pile one are feminines and you're really craving some space. Yeah, that's just kind of initially what's coming through here. Doesn't necessarily have to be that though. That's just kind of something I'm intuitively picking up on from this card. And maybe you guys are feeling like your masculine isn't being totally honest with you either. Maybe you guys are feeling like your masculine's wearing a mask here. So you're just kind of like, screw this. I'm not putting effort into that unless he's going to be honest. Oh my gosh. So we have relationship patterns. It takes strength to recognize the need for change. This is amazing, you guys, because I feel like this whole reading has really been about patterns, right? Like I've said that word so many times. So, and this also talks about change. And I feel like you guys are recognizing that something needs to shift. Something needs to change in your love life this month. And so like the card says, it takes the strength to realize that these changes are necessary. So just be keeping that in mind this month as you're navigating through your love situation. Like, what is the pattern that you're seeing here? What is the issue, the deeper issue at hand that you're noticing becoming a pattern in your love life or a pattern in this relationship? That's something that's going to need to be addressed this month for you to feel good. And then we finally have get to know each other, learn to meet one another's need for love. I love this. So, this is just really talking about like, again, going back to this honesty, like open communication and really learning each other on a deeper level is going to help you to feel more connected to your person. And every person has a different way that they like to give and receive love. So maybe this is just like a matter of you guys needing to like, get to know your partner on a deeper level, let them get to know you on a deeper level so that each of you guys kind of understand how to meet one another's needs. We do have this teasing, this lighthearted energy, remember, at the beginning of your month, you guys. So I don't know if one or both of you guys, or just in general in your love life, if you tend to kind of keep things very surface level. But sometimes that lighthearted energy is great, especially in a new connection. But when you're in something kind of more committed with someone, you have to be willing to kind of go deeper and let your defenses down, let those defense mechanisms down so that you can really understand someone to their core and vice versa. you know, those surface level connections never really end up lasting for the long term because it's just surface level. You know what I mean? You guys have to connect to the heart. So very interesting month ahead, pile 1. Please drop me a comment below and let me know which aspects of this reading resonated with your love life. I would love to hear your feedback down below. Thank you all for taking the time to view this video. If you did enjoy, please be sure to like, share, subscribe if you haven't already. Thank you so much, and I will see you in the next video. Bye. Hey there, group number 2. So if you guys chose the malachite egg, then let's go ahead and see what is coming through for you guys for your love life this month. So we're going to start off with your tarot cards here. So we have the Page of Wands. We have the Ace of Cups. And then finally we have the Seven of Cups reversed. Ooh, lots of cups, pile 2. I love it. All right, so what is happening for you guys, pile 2? So starting off your month here, we have this message of the Page of Wands. So Page of Wands is making me feel like you guys are starting off exploring something or someone new in your love life. Pages are very youthful, very excited, very exploration sort of like energies. And so I'm definitely getting a vibe that you guys are definitely starting off on a new journey with a potential love interest this month. So if you guys are single, I'm definitely seeing this as communication and exciting connection with like a new person. If you guys are in a relationship as you're viewing this, I just kind of see this as you guys kind of spicing up the connection, going on adventures together with your partner, doing things just to have a lot of fun and to really ignite one another's passion. I will say Page of Wands, while this does kind of emulate like new communication coming in for some of you guys, I would just be mindful. If this represents an actual person that you guys are connecting with, sometimes this person can be very immature, emotionally immature, just like mentally immature. They have kind of like this hot and cold energy because they get really excited and they want to explore a connection, but then it's like they lose interest. So it's almost like the flame burns really hot and then it burns out cold really fast. Does that make sense? So just kind of be mindful that more immature energy sometimes doesn't stay as stable, okay? But overall, looks really cool, connecting with someone new. As we move to the middle of the month, we do have the Ace of Cups. So this is beautiful, you guys, because this is where like we're recognizing the potential for an actual like emotional connection. The Wands are more about like passions and energy and actions and even like sexual energies as well. But toward the middle of the month, there's this realization here that something in love is actually got a lot more potential to grow from an emotional standpoint. Ace of Cups is very much like that crush energy, like feeling butterflies in your stomach, just feeling like infatuated with someone, feeling like you're falling in love with someone. For some of you guys is a message coming through as well. But just bear in mind, it is an ace, which signifies that this is like a potential sort of energy here. So potentials are great, but they have to be nurtured in order for them to grow into something more. So think of the ace as kind of like the seed, but it's going to be up to you and this person to decide how we're going to nurture the seed so that it blooms into like something more, okay? Now, as we move to the end of the month, we have the Seven of Cups reversed. So Seven of Cups energy, when it's upright, definitely speaks to like a very head in the clouds type of energy. You can see they have the word fantasy here. That's definitely a word that I would use to describe it here. This can also be about having a lot of options. So maybe some of you guys, as you're kind of embarking on your month, maybe you are entertaining other options. Maybe this person you're connecting with is entertaining other options. But with this coming up reverse, this is kind of telling me that like we've decided what our option is that we want to go with. We've put all the other cups down. We've decided on the one that we want to move forward with. Now, so this could have to do with like a connection, maybe like kind of growing or being on its way to moving to the next level, or even just like, you know, you guys kind of getting rid of all your other options or distractions and your person getting rid of all their other options and distractions. So the two of you can kind of be more solo and focused on one another. Does that make sense? Now, for some of you guys, this could actually mean more of like a reality check. So if you're moving through this month and you're having this really passionate, like sexy connection and there's a lot of love here, this could also indicate that by the end of the month, there's something that kind of snaps you back to reality, kind of snaps you out of that fantasy that you're feeling, okay? But let's see what else comes through. So we have blast from the past. And then we have meow. Such a funny card. So, blast from the past, you guys. So this could actually be about you guys reconnecting with someone from your past. So a past love, a past friend, someone kind of surprising you out of the blue with communication. This card really talks about how someone, something, a situation from the past returns. There's that very nostalgic energy here. So for some of you guys, I definitely see this new person that you're connecting with as being someone from your past that maybe you have fallen out of touch with. So it could be a love interest or a friend. Just take what resonates with you. For others, if that doesn't resonate, I kind of see this as like a situation from the past, or this situation kind of feeling nostalgic or similar to something that you've already been through in your past. So it's going to feel really comfortable for you. It's probably going to bring you a lot of really happy memories, but just kind of keep in mind there is that sort of like pattern, I guess you could say, popping up if this is going to be like a situation that mimics something you've done in the past in love. We also have this energy of meow. So this is just like a very playful energy, very free-spirited energy. This also talks about people sort of trying to model others' behavior, right? So like you can see here in this card, this person is like dressed up trying to pretend like they're a cat. So there could be a little of that like mirroring energy between you and this person this month, where it's like you guys are having this really fun exploratory connection, really enjoying one another, a lot of passion, but it's very playful, and you guys are kind of just like maybe trying to mirror one another's energy or model one another's energy. Okay, let's see what else we get. Secret lover. What are you guys up to? And then we have orange. Yeah, so with that orange, that really just emulates that message of the Page of Wands. It's like the color orange really makes me feel like friendship. So maybe for some of you guys, this is a friend that you've reconnected with this month. But there's a lot of fun, just exciting, passionate energy coming through with this color orange here. Definitely think you guys are going to be doing a lot of fun things together, or communicating a lot and having just a lot of really fun conversations with this person. With the secret lover, this could be a connection that you guys kind of keep on the low. Either you're keeping it on the low or this person's keeping it on the low for whatever reason. It does not always have to be nefarious. I'm not necessarily seeing nefarious intentions here necessarily. But it could just be that you guys are just wanting to keep the connection under wraps as it begins, which is totally normal in my opinion. Like, not everyone has to know every time you're dating someone brand new. And especially if you guys are kind of exploring other connections this month, I could see why you would want to keep this connection sort of under wraps. All right. So we have do something for someone, give your attention to another. Yeah, I love this. So going back to that Page of Wands, like that can be a very scattered energy, like I was saying to you guys at the beginning. So I definitely think that this is telling you that it's important for you to give your undivided attention to this connection of significance, okay? So that Seven of Cups reverse is also coming up, and maybe this is like a realization you guys are having toward the end of the month. It's important for you guys to kind of 100% show up as you're navigating this connection, or at least when you're with this person. Like, don't put everything else on the back burner just because you're talking to someone. Like, this is just saying that when you guys are connected with this person, you want to stay in the moment with them. Don't be on your phone. Don't be distracted. Like, be connected to them. Pay attention. Ooh, we have romance. Lavish the one you love with personal attention and affection. That's amazing, you guys. So kind of double messaging there. It is going to be really important. And kind of going back to this Ace of Cups, you guys, it is going to be very, very important. If you want this connection to be able to grow, you have to nurture it, right? So if you want this cup of romance to bloom into something more substantial, you're going to have to give more undivided attention to this person and this situation here. Finally, we have express love through gifts. A small token of love can convey great appreciation. Lots of love language energy coming through here for sure. So maybe you or this person that you are connected with this month, maybe one of your love languages is gifts. And it doesn't have to be expensive, you guys. Just think of like something, you know, small that you know that your person would really love, even if it's something as little as like knowing what their favorite candy is and just like surprising them with a candy bar or something like that. I feel like your person is going to really appreciate those little acts of kindness, no matter how small seemingly that they are. So lots of really amazing potential in your love life this month, pile 2. So I just would say if you want this connection to bloom, you're getting a lot of advice cards here about actually like nurturing and paying attention, spending quality time with this person, and giving gifts as well. And maybe your person needs to give you a gift too. Always make sure it's being reciprocated, right? But this is kind of what I'm seeing for you, pile 2. So let me know how this message resonates with your love life. I would love to hear your feedback. Let me know which specific pieces kind of seem like they make sense for you. If you guys are not already, please be sure to subscribe to my channel. Hit the bell so that you're aware of when I'm uploading new content. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next reading. Bye. Hey there, group number 3. So if you guys chose this beautiful amethyst cluster, let's go ahead and see what's coming in for your love life this month. So we're going to start with your tarot cards here. Ooh, so we have the Ace of Wands, the Nine of Swords, and then we have the Four of Cups reversed. Okay, pile 3. Interesting that you guys picked the amethyst, because amethyst is a really good stone for, at least in my experience, for helping with anxiety and kind of calming. And I'm definitely seeing that you guys are feeling maybe a little bit of anxiousness this month in love. So you guys are starting off your month here with this Ace of Wands. So this is beautiful because this is telling me that there's some sort of a spark and intense chemistry that you guys are feeling with someone this month. So this can be like a person that you already know. Maybe you guys are already in a connection and this is just about like the spark being ignited. For others of you, this is just about experiencing that chemistry with someone new. You know, aces do talk about newer energy. They are almost like a seed of potential that's being planted that we need to water and nurture. But Ace of Wands is powerful. It can be a very, it can really signify an intense chemistry and passion with someone. Very sexual energy here as well. Now, as you guys move toward the middle of the month, we have the Nine of Swords. So this is interesting because we go from having this intense, passionate sort of spark to anxious. So this card, it talks about self-sabotage, nightmares, and really what the Nine of Swords is about is just feeling anxious. It's like overthinking things, ruminating on things, playing things over and over in your head to the point where you just like get yourself so worked up, and it's not even as big of a deal as you guys are making it feel like it is to yourself, okay? So I'm wondering if you guys kind of like get too intense too fast with someone at the beginning of your month, and then by the middle, you're kind of like regretting that decision or sort of ruminating like, oh my gosh, why did I do that? Or kind of almost shifting into this mindset of like, okay, I feel this chemistry, but what's going on? What's going on? I want to know what's going on in this connection, what's going to happen. We do end your month here with the Four of Cups reversed. So Four of Cups in this deck, it actually talks about missed opportunities. So another message coming through for you guys is that I'm wondering if there is this recognition of chemistry here with someone new, but you don't necessarily act on it right away, because the aces, like I said, they are just potentials. So this can be like the awareness that you have chemistry with someone, but then it's like, you know, each person has to sort of like take action in order to make that chemistry actually bloom into something more, right? So I could see where maybe you guys connect with someone at the beginning of the month, you feel that spark energy, but then it's like you're overthinking like, oh my gosh, did I miss my opportunity? Should I have done something about that? You know, whatever the case is. But by the end of the month with the Four of Cups reversed, this indicates that we haven't missed the opportunity, that we're kind of coming out of our shell and that we're getting ourselves back out there into the world of dating. So let's just kind of see what else we get here. So we have the message of secrecy, and then we have taking a chance. Very interesting. So I can kind of see here like where maybe some of this anxiety and maybe some hesitation would be to act on this, you guys, because there's definitely like what both of these messages have in common is there's an element of risk here. You know, taking a chance talks about like, you know, putting yourself out there, going for it, rolling the dice and not knowing what you're going to get. You know, so if this is about someone new and you guys are feeling anxious about like putting yourself out there, what this is saying is that if you don't try, you're never going to know. It says you can't win if you don't play, right? So I think this could be what's causing some of this anxiety here. On this side with the secrecy, this talks about risk as well. You can see that here at the bottom of the card. So there is something that is probably making you guys feel a little bit risky about connecting with this person. This could be that maybe this person already has someone. Maybe you guys aren't even aware of that. Maybe that's something that comes through in the middle of the month, which is what's making you feel anxious. So for some of you, I definitely do see that. For others of you, I'm just kind of seeing this as like wanting to protect yourself from getting hurt. Wanting to be a little bit careful, or maybe not necessarily wanting to show how much you really, really like this person, which is a self-sabotaging behavior, right? So it kind of makes sense. Let's see what else comes through. So we do have spring, which is beautiful energy, new beginnings. Ooh, and then we have the diamond, promise. Interesting. So what am I getting from these? So spring definitely talks about like new beginnings, fresh energy. Definitely kind of goes along with that Ace of Wands. The Wands, suit of Wands is definitely associated with the spring as well. So that's an interesting synchronicity. Maybe this person, maybe this connection is actually meant to kind of manifest itself or bloom more later in time in the spring. So that's a message coming through for some of you guys. But this definitely has this energy of like a fresh new beginning in love, like a very light, airy, passionate sort of connection here. We do have the diamond, promise, which is interesting. So I'm almost wondering if this is about, like when I think of diamonds, I think about like commitment, right? I'm not seeing a lot of commitment related cards here, to be honest with you guys, but I'm definitely getting the impression, just like with that spring energy and the timing that's popping up for that, I'm almost wondering if this diamond kind of talks about a promise to connect later in time, or a promise to maybe take a chance on this later in time. I also can see that the diamond could signify like feeling and thinking like someone is the real deal too. So maybe as you guys are connecting with this person, this is like you really feeling, or they really feeling like one or both of you is like the real deal, the ultimate partner. This could also be if your person's already in a connection, maybe this is just another clue that they are already promised to someone else. That's just coming through for some of you guys. You know, I keep it real here. For others, I'm almost getting a vibe of like, is someone here wanting to like propose? I don't know. Because that would definitely be risky in some ways. You know, that would definitely be something that would need to be kept secret, for sure. And it could cause a lot of overthinking. And you could be having this whole idea in your head of how you'd want to propose, but then you miss your opportunity or think you're going to miss it. So it's definitely a lot of different scenarios coming through pile 3. So just kind of take what resonates with you. Let's go ahead and get into your oracle cards here. So we have the message of miracles and blessings. Everything has a gift. So this just talks about like seeing the silver lining in anything going on in your love life. So whatever lesson you're learning from this should be looked upon as though it's a gift. We have the number 13 here as well, which makes me think of the number 13 in the tarot, which is the death card. This talks about changes, transformations, leaving things behind that no longer serve us, whether that's energies, people, etc. So I definitely feel strongly that you guys are moving through some sort of a lesson in love this month that's going to help you transform for the better. Ooh, we also have like attracts like. It says, if you long for more love, be more loving. That's interesting, you guys. So you guys just kind of want to ask yourselves this month, like, what is the energy that you're putting out? I think especially going back to these sort of like ruminating, anxious thoughts, you know, if you are constantly self-sabotaging yourself in connections and overthinking things and thinking the worst, that is the energy that you are going to attract in another person. With the Ace of Wands too, like if this is having to do with like a more sexual sort of connection, that's like another thing you would want to ask yourselves. Like if that's not the type of connection you guys want, but that's the energy you're exuding, then that's what's going to be attracted to you. So really just, I would be evaluating the situation, you guys, this month, and kind of, if you're feeling anxious about it and something's not feeling right to you, you want to ask yourself, why am I attracting a connection that's making me feel anxious? What is it within me that's being triggered right now? What is it about this person that is causing me to feel this way? Because that may be some inner work that you may be guided to do to better yourself. Okay. And then we have actions speak loudly. Express your love through action. So pay attention to this person's behavior, for sure. Pay attention to their behavior, because behavior is going to tell you exactly where you stand with somebody. It's interesting too, like I can definitely speak from experience here, and not to go on a tangent, but hopefully this will help. Like sometimes these people that are very passionate and you have that spark with, the spark tends to die out really fast. You know, these people kind of know everything that they need to say to win you over, and they can definitely keep you intrigued by them for a long time through very low level effort, because they know how to turn up that passion, that heat, you know what I mean? But it doesn't mean anything if somebody is just saying a bunch of stuff and then they're not actually doing anything to back it up. So pay attention to how this person is behaving, and what they're doing is going to tell you a lot more about this connection than what they're saying to you, okay? Especially if they're hiding you or keeping you secret. You know, again, you want to evaluate, like, why are we in a connection with somebody that is keeping me secret, right? Like, why would I be attracting that type of energy into my life? You know, what do those actions really say about this person and how they even feel about themselves, how they even feel about this connection, okay? So you guys definitely have a very transformational month ahead in love. It's actually really exciting. You guys do have the opportunity here, I see, to connect with someone, or if you guys are already in a connection, this is definitely an interesting phase that you guys are moving through for sure. So definitely let me know down below. I felt like there were a lot of different scenarios popping through for pile 3. So let me know which aspects kind of resonated the most for you specifically. I'm definitely curious. And if you guys are not already, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel and hit the bell. That way you guys know whenever I'm uploading new videos. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye. Hey there, pile 4. So if you guys chose this little rose quartz rough cut, let's see what's happening in your love life this month. I'm very excited. I have a good feeling about your pile for some reason. So let's see. So we have the Moon, the King of Cups, ooh, and the Lovers. I knew this was going to be a good pile. I'm excited. Sorry, I'm such a dork. I just want everyone to find love, you know? All right. So right off the bat, you guys, you've got 2 major arcana cards this month. So pretty major energies and shifts that you guys are experiencing in your love life. For signs, we have Pisces, we have Gemini. King of Cups can be any water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces as well. So lots of water energy. Even the Lovers card, they're in the water. So I'm definitely getting a vibe that this is going to be an emotional month in love for you guys. Definitely seeing you connected with someone for sure. So it's interesting you guys are starting off the month here with the Moon. So the Moon in a relationship reading kind of talks about, like the card says, illusions. Can also talk about our fears. So Moon energy can be like someone feeling anxious in a relationship at times, someone almost putting, or someone being like kind of foggy or hazy about how they're really feeling about something, someone being kind of confused, under an illusion, right? Like this can be a very escapist type of relationship too, where you're just like so lost in the fantasy of the person, you're so lost in the fantasy of the connection that no one is really thinking clearly here. So if you guys are in a connection with someone this month, I am seeing that at the beginning here, you are going to be moving through this sort of illusion-based phase. So that could be anxiety, it could be fears, it could also just be that escapist type of energy. If you guys are single, I see that kind of as the same thing, just you individually kind of in a space of just being emotionally unclear, or maybe even emotionally a little fearful of being in a connection with someone. Just needing to get clear about what path you want to take in love is going to be really important. Now, toward the middle of the month, we have the King of Cups. This talks about emotional mastery. So that's interesting that we go from this sort of escapism, anxiety sort of vibe with the Moon, this deep emotion where it's almost like we're getting lost in something. And then we go to emotional mastery. So it's almost like toward the middle of the month, I feel like things start to clear up a little bit. You can see this mist that's kind of like blocking his face is starting to clear up to where we can almost see his facial expression here. So I definitely see the emotional side of this connection becoming a bit more healthy and balanced as you guys navigate toward the middle of the month. This can also resemble somebody in this connection. So like I was saying, this is a water sign of significance. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Does not necessarily have to be, but that is the sign associated with the King of Cups. So things kind of start to get balanced out here toward the middle of the month. King of Cups is a very stable energy. This is someone that's got a lot of emotional maturity as well. So they have a high level of emotional intelligence, and they're able to kind of navigate relationships with maturity. Middle of the month here, we have the Lovers. So this card in particular calls it a twin flame connection. So that could be something that resonates with some of you guys out there. What I see the Lovers card here as is being like you guys just really coming together and connecting with someone in a soulmate union. This is about a connection that is very emotionally connected, spiritually, physically, mentally, like on all levels. This is about mirroring that love vibration back to one another. So for some of you guys, I'm definitely seeing this as being a connection with somebody of significance. For others of you guys, I see this could even be like a decision that you need to make. So like if you're starting off your month feeling kind of anxious here, being under some sort of illusion about a connection or just about your love life in general, I could see how we go from that to sort of this emotional mastery to like, okay, now I'm ready to make a decision. So just take what resonates with you. But Lovers, as it pertains to a decision, is almost like a head over heart decision. So it could be something that feels challenging to have to decide. That's just for some of you. Ooh, so we have the Unsaid. Cool. Look at that. And then we have Proposal. Yeah, so I definitely get the vibe that you guys are connected with someone for sure. These cards just further clarify. Sorry, you guys, I keep knocking everything over. So the Unsaid, this kind of talks about like having feelings for someone, but not actually telling them yet. It's funny, they have like the sign language. I think that's the I love you in sign language. I don't know. But this could be why there's these feelings of like anxiety potentially, because it's like no one's saying it yet. So it's like, how does this person really feel? It's like I can tell by their actions that they really care, but like they haven't said it. So I could see where that could cause a little bit of confusion maybe toward the beginning of the month. This can also just again talk about being lost in the connection with this person. Very escapism type of vibes here. Toward the ending of the month here, we have the energy of Proposal. So this is definitely about like something moving to the next stage of commitment. So if you guys are just like dating this person, I could see them being like, do you want to be my, boyfriend or girlfriend? If you guys are like in a relationship already with this person, I could see them being like, let's move in together, or let me put a ring on it. I want to propose to you, something like that. This talks about the connection moving to a higher level of commitment. Ooh, so we have plenty of fish in the sea. That's interesting. I wasn't expecting that. And then we have the Thorns, hardship. Yeah. So I definitely am getting the vibe, you guys, that maybe the beginning of your month, there is a little bit of a challenge in this connection, because plenty of fish in the sea and the Thorns is kind of telling me that like maybe this lack of communicating clearly with one another is causing people to maybe like just feel hurt. These Thorns are very sharp, so it's definitely not a comfortable feeling. That's not like a comfortable energy you guys are moving through with that moon. Maybe somebody here has been keeping their options open as well, and there hasn't been a lot of open, clear communication about that. I think especially that resonates with you guys if you're just sort of casually dating somebody this month and you're feeling that connection, but no one's really saying it. And, it's kind of natural for people to date multiple people these days, So the good news is that I kind of see that energy leaving toward the ending of the month, but I would just keep an eye out for that. Maybe you guys are the ones dating someone else too. You never know. So we have look to your inner strength. You are stronger than you realize. So I think that's just really good advice for you guys to keep in mind, especially as you're navigating through some of the tougher points of this connection this month. Look, we have the heart of the matter. There is more going on than meets the eye. See? So There is something I think that's kind of triggering your intuition this month with that moon, and it could definitely be something that's not being said. It could definitely be that your person or you are like dating other people or kind of having this escapist vibe toward the connection. You guys are going through a rough patch and somebody's sort of like keeping their options open. That's never acceptable. So it's going to be important for you guys to communicate very clearly with this person to really get to the crux of the matter of what's going on so that you can stay in a healthy connection here. Then we have simple acts of kindness. Kindness energizes you and brings happiness to those around you. Really good advice, you guys. So you're just being guided to like focus on the little things here. You know, focus on the little things within this connection to keep it healthy. It feels like that energy is something that your person would be really appreciative of. So even just like the little things you can do to help them out, the little things you can do to be of service to them. And of course, they should be doing that in reciprocation for you as well. But those little acts of kindness are really going to be working in your highest good as you're navigating through this connection this month, okay? You guys may also, like, going back to that other interpretation of the Lovers with the choice and decision. For a lot of you guys, I do see this as like a connection coming together, but for some of you, this really could be talking about having to make a decision of like getting to the heart of this matter. And this Strength card here is almost making me feel like for some of you, you may have to decide if the connection is worth it or not, if this is, you know, worth continuing to put energy into, or if you should have the kind of mentality like there's other fish in the sea. For some of you, I could even see you staying connected to this person, but also kind of exploring other options, just kind of doing what's best for you, you know? But just know that you guys are going to be totally fine. I definitely see you mastering some of this emotional anxiety toward the middle of the month and being strong enough to either keep this connected or make a choice to leave. So take whatever resonates with you. I think there were a lot of messages that came through pile 4. I would love to hear what aspects of the reading resonated with you. So definitely drop me a comment below and let me know. If you guys are not already, please make sure you like, subscribe, and hit the bell so that you guys know when I'm uploading new content. And I will see you guys next time. Bye.